Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 19 of my Juventus Career Mode, and today it's a very important episode. I've got 3 games left of this season. I've got to win all 3 of them, and I'll be playing all 3 of them in this episode. I've got to win them all in order to have a chance of winning the league. For those of you who don't know, I've got 2 league games left and I've got a final here. The 2 league games I have to win because I'm a point behind second and third. So for me to have any chance, I've got to win both of them and hope that both teams drop points in the final 2 games. Now, for those of you who have started watching me from my Stoke career mode, this is basically a separate career mode that I do where I just focus on Juventus for 2 or 3 seasons, and then I move on and I'll focus on a different club, and I'll start a new career mode after that. But at the moment we are currently in the first season with 3 games left. I advise that if you are interested in this, then you go and have a look at the playlist, and that has all the episodes on it, all the other 18 episodes for you to catch up on. Obviously, if you don't want to catch up, then I've pretty much just summed up where we are at the moment anyway. But we are playing this game against Napoli. I've remembered to keep Pirlo as my centre mid. The rest of the players, I think we might actually have a bit of a change here. I think Pereira, Pogba, Pirlo, but whether Tevez works there, I'm not too sure. So we're going to move those 2 players round there, and I think the bench will actually stay the same. But we do need to win this so we can definitely come out with a trophy at the end of the season. That's what I'm worried about, not coming out at the end of the season without a trophy. That's something I don't want to happen, and at the moment it's going to happen, but I think we can turn that around hopefully if we do win this game, and then obviously if we do win the next 2, then we do have a chance of winning the league as well. So let's get straight into this game and hopefully we can get a win. Now, for those of you that have been watching this career mode, you will know that I'm not in the best of form at the moment. The last 3 episodes, I think it is, I've probably only won like 1 game, and that was from simming. Maybe 1 or 2 more than that, but again, just from simming really. I think I've got a draw from playing a game, but I've not been playing particularly well. So we do need to try and pick up the performances in this game, otherwise I'm going to end up being runner-up, and I don't want that. I want Pirlo to get a trophy before he retires at the end of the season, and obviously I want to win the trophy for myself, not just for Pirlo as well, because that'd be quite nice in the first season. But yeah, let's get into this game and see whether we can try and get a win. Pirlo through to Tevez. Great opportunity here to Pirlo. Oh, he scored. I think it's Pirlo. I'm hoping it's Pirlo. I'm starting to now question whether it is. It is. It's Pirlo in the final. I started him because he wanted to play this final game, and he's gone and got a goal. Brilliant stuff there. We've gone 1-0 up inside 6 minutes. I'll tell you what, that start has been so much better. We controlled the game. They weren't even pressing us from the off, which was very strange. But we have started so well in this game. Hopefully there's more to come. Tevez through to Pogba. He's going to shoot here. Oh, it's gone in from Pogba. Brilliant strike. On the half volley, I think it was there. And it's come off the post and gone in. That's a fantastic strike there from Pogba. I didn't know whether I maybe gone a bit too over the top with a little chip from Tevez. But I tell you what, he's kept that one down brilliantly and placed it into the bottom left-hand corner. Off the post and in. And we're now winning 2-0. Tevez through, he's 1-on-1 with the keeper, Carlos Tevez, 3-0, it's a brilliant finish. We're only 4 minutes after the second goal, I think, and we're 3-0 up. It's going to be a thrashing at this rate. We've just left 1-on-1. I think I've started to push a lot more players forward, and obviously that's caused us to find the gaps in their defence, and he smashed that one home. 3-0 now in the final. I believe Sterling's got an injury, so I am going to take him off, just because we do have 2 games left. So if he is injured, then I'd rather take him off now than leave him on and basically cause more issues with his injury. So I'll take him off now. Hopefully it's not a bad one, but we are only 27 minutes in, and obviously we're winning 3-0, so I don't have to particularly keep him on the pitch to try and score many more goals. And it's half time. We are winning 3-0 still. It's a very good result at the moment. I'd be quite happy for it to finish like that. But obviously, I'm going to go for some more goals. Okay, we are going to make some changes now, just because I don't want to use all the energy off my best players with us having 2 very important games coming up. So I am going to put Berardi up front, and then I'm going to bring on Guarin, and I'm going to take off Pogba. Just because I think they're probably my important players. I know Chiellini could also argue as an important player, but I think Pogba might have a bit more of an influence than Chiellini, and I've got more centre-backs than decent centre-mids. So we're going to make those 2 changes, and that is all my changes made now. And let's see whether I can try and get another goal or two. Dybala here, brilliant opportunity. Can he put it into the box for a tap-in? Kevin Millarez has scored. 4-0, 7 minutes to go. Brilliant finish from him. When I say brilliant, it was just a tap-in. But it's a finish, and we're winning 4-0. And it's obviously secured the win now. I think it looked pretty obvious inside the first half. And it's a very nice way to finish the season with a trophy for definite. The other two we've obviously got to work for. In the other two games we've obviously got to work for the other title. And hopefully next season we can maybe push for the Champions League. I know that's a big ask, but it depends what signings we make at the end of the day. And obviously if we don't win the Serie A this year, then we will hopefully win it next year. We are victorious. We've won 4-0. Look at Pirlo. He's so happy. He got the first goal. And we've won the cup 4-0. It's a thrashing at the stadium, whatever stadium we are at. I think it's a neutral venue, but then looking at the banners, actually, I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, a brilliant win. 4-0 against Napoli. I was not expecting that one. Brilliant performance. Look at them sliding around. Hopefully they don't get injured. I've got a big 2 games coming up. But yeah, I think a very good performance there. We've won the trophy. Let's actually see them lift the trophy here. I think it should be Chiellini that lifts it. It's a shame. I probably should have put Pirlo as the captain. I completely forgot to do something like that. I just didn't think ahead. But yeah, Pirlo is there, luckily. He did score the first goal, so it was pretty crucial what he did. And you can see we're ready to lift the cup. Chiellini's there, he's holding it, and hey, we won the Tim Cup. I think it's Tim, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm assuming it is. Seems a fairly obvious one to pronounce. And look at the fans, look at the celebrations. But we need to go on with the other 2 games. We can't celebrate for too much longer because we've got to go for the Serie A, basically. So I'm going to have to end the celebrations here, unfortunately. But yeah, let's get on with the other 2 games and see whether we can get 2 wins from 2, which at the moment we've not managed to do recently in the league. But before we play the next game against Napoli again, this time in the league, we can see we've got £1 million for winning that, which is actually not too bad considering I think it's the equivalent of winning the FA Cup, and I'm sure you don't get that amount. Player injured, Raheem Sterling's out for 5 days. He's disappointed not to start. I'm not disappointed that he didn't start, to be honest with you. He's our secondary goalkeeper. It's the final. I'm not going to play him when it's the final, so got no issues with keeping him out of the team. And Napoli we've got coming up, so that means that if we get another win here, then which we should do because we have just beaten them, then we've got a really good chance of going further up the table. But look, that's not good. We're relying on them drawing or losing the last game because they've just won their last game. So that means we have to win this to have any chance of winning. If we don't win this, we can't. I think the only chance of us winning is on goal difference if we draw this. That's probably never going to happen anyway because they would have to lose both their games. But yeah, let's get into the Napoli game because I'll tell you what, this is going to be so tight. I'm hoping that we can get another win here. We're going to put out a very similar team, but I'll come back and show you what team I'm going to put out. Okay, so this is the team that's going to play against Napoli. Now, I've had to make a few changes because obviously we only recently just played the game against Napoli in the final. So that means Laporte is coming at centre-back. We've taken off Varane, put him on the bench. So Serra's at right-back, so we've kind of lost the pace. I know he does still have a decent amount of pace, but he doesn't quite have the same amount as De Sciglio. Rodriguez coming in at left-back. Again, we've lost a little bit of pace there. Vidal's coming in at CDM. That means we've taken out Pereira. We've put him on the bench. Pogba's stayed in there. Kovacic has come in because we've taken off. I knew I couldn't remember this. We've taken off Pirlo, and then centre attacking mid we've got Guarin because we took off Kevin Millarez, and up front we've got Tevez and Koeman. Now Koeman's there purely for the pace because Sterling can't play, and on the bench we have got Berardi and Dybala as my 2 main attackers. I was tempted by Harry Kane, but I thought last time we pretty much won it with pace. This time I'm going to hopefully try and do the same. So let's get into the game, see whether we can get another win. For those of you wondering why I'm not simming this game because I'm at home, It's purely because I can't trust my team to win this game in a simmed match. It's a lot better if I play this game, then it's in my own hands. I can change the tactics around mid-game, and I'm just kind of relying on myself as opposed to the team. I know we probably would win this game if I simmed it, but I can't really do that. I just want to try and play this game myself, so I know that if I've lost myself, then I couldn't have done that much more, basically. So let's get into the game. Hopefully we can get another win, and we'll see whether these changes of tactics have affected the team much. And it's half time. We are drawing 0-0. At the moment, we don't look like going too close to scoring, to be honest with you. But I think if we do maybe change one or two things around fairly soon, that we might be able to get a goal late on. But at the moment, it's looking like long-distance shots might be the best way forward for us. You know it's not going amazingly well when you have 35% possession. Not too good. I don't normally have that much possession, but 35% is pretty poor. Okay, I'm making two changes, Pereira on and Berardi on, and then I've taken off Kovacic and Pogba. Hopefully that can be okay, and that can maybe get us a goal. I've moved Griring back to centre mid as well, and hopefully, like I said, we can maybe try and get a goal here. That looks like it's going to be it here. They've won a free kick in the corner. They were just pretty much holding on to it there. It's so difficult to win it back off them. Looks like it's going to be it. There's not too much longer now. That is it. We have drawn 0-0. They did just hit the bar there from the free kick, but I didn't bother showing you it. But yeah, 0-0, it has finished. They are very happy about that. I'm not so happy about the draw. We've just got to hope that both AC Milan and Inter Milan both lose. The chances of that happening are pretty much zero chance, to be honest. Mascherano moves closer to exit door. That's an interesting one. Might have to keep tabs on that one. I know he's 30 years old, but he's not a bad player. We'll have a look at this. Play suspended. That's Vidal. So he's not going to be able to play in the next game. And the next game is against a team I can't remember the name of, which isn't good. But I am going to sim this game just because we've got nothing really to lose at the moment. I'm just going to put out the best team and hope for the best. And I'll be back in a minute. I'll show you what team I'm going to put out. So this is the team I'm going to be putting out for the final game of the season. Raheem Sterling's back in the team. So is Varane. So is Gaia and Deschiglio. And I think that's about it, really. Dybala I've started as well. Let's hope we can get the win from the simmed game. Knowing my luck, I'll probably lose this game, but the other two teams will have also lost as well. It'll be something like that. But I am going to sim this game because I do want to maybe kind of start the next season. We probably won't start too much of it, but maybe just see whether we've got any players that we want to list or anything like that. Let's hope we win this game. Come on. Please. Dybala gets booked after 19 minutes. Sterling with the first goal 26 minutes in. We need a second, ideally, going into the second half. And we've not got another goal yet. Tony's just come on. Luca Toni. That's not good. He always scores against me. Come on, Varane got booked a few moments ago. Can we win this game? Okay, we've just won this game. Milan just drew. I think that means we can't win. I'm pretty sure that means we can't win. Because Milan have just drawn that game. Oh, they were losing the game as well until the 79th minute. What is the chance of that? Oh, I don't think we can win this now. If they'd lost the game, we might have been able to win that. 3 points behind Inter Milan. So even though AC Milan somehow picked up a point, we would have gone second if they hadn't have scored in the 79th minute. Inter Milan won anyway, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. We finished third at the end of the season. Not that amazing, really. Let's have a look at the emails that we've got. Players' contracts that are expiring. We've got 3 here. He's going to be departing the club. I'm fine with that. Thank God Pepe is leaving the team. 50 grand a week for 73 overall player. No thank you. He's absolutely ancient as well. I'm not a fan of him. Barely used in this season. Sorensen, on the other hand, I do want to keep, I think. He's 23 years old. I'll probably just put him on a 2-year deal, I think. I won't up the wage too much, and I'll just put him as a squad rotational player. See what he says to that. If he accepts it, then he accepts it. Brilliant. If he doesn't, then he doesn't, pretty much. We do get 8.2 million for completing the season. Varane's also suspended, but now Vidal is not suspended. Youth squad report is in. This guy actually looks quite good, but obviously I can't promote him yet into the team. This guy also looks fairly good, but he doesn't look good enough to promote him just yet, I don't think. His overall currently isn't that bad, but his potential isn't particularly high, only 83. I might actually promote him. I think I will offer him a contract, 2-year deal, and we'll see what he says to that. He'll probably accept it, I'd imagine. This guy doesn't look that good, but then the ball control makes me think I want to keep hold of him just in case. And his current overall for a 15-year-old is pretty good. And the next guy is not going to be staying at the club, released, and neither's this guy as well. So we've got the 3 players in there. And update from France, I'm not going to have a look at that. He's declined the contract because his demands haven't been met. Fair enough, if he wants to leave he can. Got no issue with that. I'm not going to give him any more than, I think it was 32. An update from Spain, not going to look at that. We've looked at that. Rossi has accepted, which is brilliant news. And again, we are going to sim a little bit further, see whether we get any more emails. Okay, we do have a board performance review. Hopefully this goes well. Before the season started, the club set the target to win the league title. It wasn't the season we were hoping for, but it was always going to be tough. The board will be meeting in the near future to evaluate your position at the club. And then they've put an excellent showing for the team in this season's domestic cup. It was very fun to be involved. And let's advance. Hopefully we are still in charge of the team. I've got a feeling with the way it's actually just simmed that we might not be. That's slightly worrying. We are in charge. Good news, we are in charge. It just went really quick, which is very unusual for that loading screen. 31.5 million, I've got 150 grand a week. We will ask for some more. The objective is to win the league, and that's absolutely fair enough. I've just seen that Mascherano has obviously made a transfer request, but Man City appear to be the people going for him the most. Whether we are going to rival them, I'm not really too sure. And he's 31 years old now, so I'm probably not going to try and sign him anyway. They'd also like me to win the domestic cup again. We've got a few more emails. Champions Cup objective is to reach the knockout stage. I'm going to be aiming for a bit higher than that, but we'll see how we do, because obviously we're playing a lot better teams. And this youth squad monthly report has come in, and again, not actually particularly good players, these ones, which is a shame because they did look quite good, but their potential just seems to be fairly average, which is a bit of a shame. We'll leave them in there anyway for now, and I am going to request some funds. We are going to try our luck at 20 million. It's a lot to ask, but oh, they only bothered. Oh, I can't put it up to winning the Champions League. That's a shame, so we'll put 20 million for that and see what they say to it. If they say yes, then brilliant. If not, then that's a bit of a shame. And this guy's not particularly good. But let me know in the comments what players should I sign in the next episode, because I'm going to pretty much end it here. They're not happy with 20 million. I'm going to end it here, but let me know in the comments who should I sign. Obviously, I'm wanting impact players, so players that are really good in game, that are going to win me matches virtually single-handedly would be ideal. Remember, that's my budget, so no Ronaldos or anything like that. Oh my god, this isn't, is it? Not already. We can't have an Ibrahimovic. No way, we don't have an Ibrahimovic regen, do we? We're only in the first season, I'm sure he wasn't retiring. That can't be right. I'm signing him anyway. He's only 5'8", which is what's kind of making me question this. I'm just going to quickly put in an offer, see whether they say 5 million, and on a short term, and on a full season loan. Let's see what they say to that, basically. And I'm going to leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger for this, for the next episode. Hopefully we can try and sign him, because I'm pretty sure he's Zlatan's regen, even though Zlatan hasn't retired yet. So I'm a bit confused about that one. It might just be a coincidence. But like I said, let me know in the comments about players I should sign, and hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, then please go leave a like and subscribe. That would be really appreciated. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.